Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Hey, hey.
Hey. Whew. How's it? Yeah, here we are. I was just saying, I've had one of those days where everything was just, it seemed like I was just like running around a whole bunch and just like frantic, but like really just like didn't really get anything of note like done.
Well,
Had a couple of days like that this week.
I got the NES and Super Nintendo core segment done on the Mr. Video today, at least, which took way longer to finish than it should have. But I just like freelance work has been like crazy this year, and I just had like so many unexpected things to do for that this week. And then as I've been working on the video, like I've had plenty of time to work on it, but then I like kept getting like sidetracked by little things like does this super scope thing work quite right, and asking questions about this and that, and I'm still like learning so much, like as I'm editing. It's like I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing everything correctly.
Yeah.
It's been a time consuming process, but hopefully maybe this week will go a little faster on the segment editing. I mean, I was saying, my goal is for this to release the last day of February, and I'm not feeling optimistic about that anymore. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it would be rough getting there.
Yeah.
Because that would be next Monday. I still think it'll probably release like
early March at the latest. I mean,
yeah, it'll be like the first week of March.
I
would say like maybe the Monday, like if it's going to be like too close to the stream, like
it'll be like the day
the
after
first week of March. It'll probably be like the next Monday.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I see Voltar is in the chat. He might be happy to know that I followed his video yesterday and hacked my 3DS. I was kind of holding off for a bit, and the reason I held off for a while is because I didn't realize that the Pokemon Picross was free. I thought you had to buy it, kind of like you had to buy, like for a while there you had to buy brain training to hack the Wii U, but you don't need to do that anymore. So once I saw his video, it's like, oh, it's actually free. Then it's just like, so I did like a new 3DS XL, and then after that, I always like to do it kind of like on a non-main system. So I had this new 3DS XL that is not my main system. So I hack that one, and once that one really smoothly, then I just do my main one, and yeah. So I did that, and I've been slowly I've been dumping all my cartridges onto it, so it's good.
You cannot find Bravely Default.
This it's the weirdest thing, and I only realized that once I was like dumping all my saves and like dumping the cartridges away, and I found I had Bravely Default, what is this, like Bravely Second, and I had that, but then I was like, wait, where's the first one? Because I have like the LE of the first one. I haven't played any of them, but I had the I bought the first one. I looked back and I got it on release date, like in 2014. And I had the limited edition. I like cannot find it. I have no idea.
What if when you were moving, you like put it in like a smaller limited edition box, like for like
that's what I thought,
Zelda or something.
I thought that, and like the bigger 3DS boxes that I had, are like I have like Bravely Second is like in a big one. And also the Fire Emblem Echoes is in a big one, but those don't have enough room to fit this into it. So I don't know if I gave it to somebody, if I don't feel like I would have like traded in or given it away, especially if I have the second one. I wouldn't have just gotten rid of the first one. And I like literally cannot find it. And I don't know where it is. So, and I cannot recall the last time that I saw it. I
have very mixed feelings about those games. There was that website that went up, where you can do like the Wii U and 3DS memories.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's new. It's new, right?
I think so. Yeah.
And like Bravely Default was my most played 3DS game. I was
like, how did that happen?
I mean, they're just like, I've not played Bravely Second. I've heard some people say Bravely Second is the best one, actually. But like Bravely Default and Bravely Default 2, like they are long games and they just do not justify their length. Like there's just not enough stuff, right, worthwhile stuff that happens over the course of the game that like they would be really good like 30 to 40 hour games, but 80-ish hours is just too long.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I have no problem with like a long RPG like Persona, but I feel like those games do a very good job of justifying their length.
Right. Yeah, who knows that like if I'd get around to playing it, it's not that big of a deal if I just can't find it, because who even knows when I get around to playing it. It's just that it's only annoying that I don't know where it is. And I just do not recollect. And there's no way that I left it at the old house, because especially since after moving, like we spent a lot of time at that house, just like fixing it up before we sold it. So, I mean, like a good 2.5 weeks, like after we had fully moved out. And I would have definitely seen it at that point. So it's got to be around here somewhere, or it's gone. I was thinking of in the Truman Show when his friend can't find him and he comes up through the hole. He's like, he's gone. So that's how I feel about Bravely Default, and maybe it's not such a bad thing. Who knows?
There was a $5 super chat from Dad1153. Thank you.
Heck
saying,
yeah.
I've been spending all freaking day transferring Wii U Xenoblade Chronicles X support files from the hard drive to the system. Tries right. Install and system first. Yep.
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 Well,
You transferred yours as well, right?
yeah. But the thing is so the video that Voltaire released like had both Wii U and 3DS in it, and I actually did my Wii U like 2 weeks ago because once I found out that there was an easier way to do it that you didn't need to buy brain training, and it's so easy to do. And after that, I just like dumped all my disc games, and Xenoblade Chronicles is one of the really big ones, but you don't need the install files if you have the whole game on your hard drive or hard drive, because it actually tells you if you go into the store, it says you don't need these because you have it installed. Like it has a pop-up like on the page saying like these are not required. You will see no benefit from having these. So once I had that installed, I was like, all right, well, I'll keep a backup of them just in case.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like the rip of Xenoblade was like 19 gigs or something like that. Is by far the biggest game of all the ones that I put on my system, and it's not like I have very many games. When I was ripping everything to it.
Xenoblade Chronicles X was 19 gigs.
Yeah,
it was the biggest game that you
by like 5 gigs.
You know what?
I mean,
Nintendo keeps their games pretty streamlined. I mean, they don't have more than they need to have, I guess.
Yeah, actually, I bought brain training also, but like a long time ago, and just never got around to hacking. And I'm glad that I didn't though now, because it's much nicer having that to get into like the tiramisu loader. You click on the little exclamation mark warning, system warning, and icon instead of having to click on brain training. But yeah, so the 3DS was very everything went smoothly. So what I'm going to try to do is that I wanted to see if I could just take all the games that I had purchased and put them on that new 3DS. But it's not that easy. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm probably going to I made a copy of my internal memory, and then I will do a system transfer, and it like wipes the original system. But then you can do that the internal memory restore. So that's what I wish we had done with our Wii systems before we transferred to the Wii U.
Yeah.
So I'll do that at some point. But yeah, it's easy. I recommend doing it. Anyways, we're gonna play some Super Adventure Island. I was thinking about playing Legendary Axe, and I don't think that was a headlining game.
I think it was.
I don't think so.
It was the game that you spent the most time on that stream, though. You played pretty far into it.
Oh well, either way, I was gonna play either that or my son's been watching that Cuphead show. Cuphead.
Oh,
I know it's really obnoxious. What?
Like how is it?
I mean, I only watched a little bit of it, and it's just like literally like everyone just like yells all the time. It's just another one of those things. Like what is it with cartoons? Like kids' cartoons these days, it's just like everyone yells all the time. Like that is like literally what it is, all like yelling. And I just like I can't. I have to like leave the room.
Yeah,
but I was thinking about playing Cuphead.
I saw. I think it was either Fangamer or was it Bit something? One of those game merch sites. I can't remember which one it was, but they had some like Cuphead show merch, and like there was a there was a shirt that had Cuphead's face on it, and a shirt that had Mugman's face on it.
Yeah.
And why am I drawing a blank on what it's called? I want to look up Cuphead show. By the way, this is a Yuzo Koshiro soundtrack.
Yeah. But the reason I decided
I am 8-bit. Everyone, you know, go to I am 8-bit and look up the Cuphead show character shirts. And there's one of Cuphead, and there's one of Mugman. And they have these faces on them. It's just like, that does not feel like authentic, like era appropriate cartoon faces that they're making there. Like, they're just these really obnoxious, like modern cartoon looking faces, and I hate it. I hate it.
But you know, I decided to play this because I was almost gonna play Cuphead, but then I decided to play this because I do like there's what we like to call controller actions.
Yeah.
Where it's like those are those shots where it's like the close up of our hands with the controllers with the game screen on there. And I did one with the Mister, like with using this game. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna play that.
It's a good game.
And you finished it, right?
I did. Yeah, it's not all that hard. It does have limited continues, unlike the NES games, but it's pretty short.
Really? I mean, it's close to it. Like is it a launch window game in the US?
I think that's right. So someone during the pre-stream, I noticed someone comment that that they felt like the Dinosaur Buddies should have been this game. Now, I believe the Dinosaur Buddies were introduced in Adventure Island 2, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm remembering correctly. And really, you know, something I think is easy to forget is like how later releases for the NES, the other Adventure Island games were, you know, other than one. Like, 2 came out in Japan in 91, and this came out like 8 months later. So they may have even been worked on at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
So like the later NES games are honestly more advanced, like gameplay wise, than the Super Nintendo game, or of course there's 2 Super Nintendo games. The other one's really, really different. And the PC Engine game, but you know they're very good and pure, I would say, like just in terms of just good, simple, straightforward, fun platforming.
Yeah,
you know, there's not a lot.
It is weird that you have to hold down to jump high.
Oh yeah. And you will really need that on the first boss.
I mean, it's fine.
I struggled on the first boss for a while until I kind of learned my rhythm with that super jump. Before I get top on the super chats, I see here Ara Minato saying, "Did you guys hear about Monster Boy Collection for the Switch? The console is now going to have every game in the series except Monster Lair." What is this?
No, there's a Wonder Boy collection. They're
called Wonder Boy, not Monster Boy.
Right. I think it's just Wonder Boy, like, you know, the original Wonder Boy and Monsterland. Maybe I think it's just the arcade version. It looked like Wonder Boy and Monster World and Monster World 4. I mean, I don't think it has Dragon's Trap though.
Before I forget, someone was asking, you know, there's one right behind me here. Someone was asking, can you get nice scan lines on an 8-inch PVM? And no, they just really don't do the scan line effect. I mean,
oh, come on! Oh, whew. I thought I was done for there. It doesn't allow you to die afterwards.
But no, I mean, PVM's that size, like the 240p scan lines all are just they kind of bump together. There was also a $5 super chat from Samuel G. Thank you. Saying, shaking my head. How do you guys call yourself pros when you still don't have an RGB video on the new one? Well, I feel like Dave did the closest thing to RGB video on the new one. That was the new one that he did. That was the new one.
No,
right?
that was the Zavix. That was
the Zavix port. Yes, yeah. That's right.
I gotta say, like, I think I told you this. Like, my son is like way into Game Dave. Like,
yeah.
And you know, like, I tell him that like I know him, but like every time he's just like amazed. When he saw Dave on my friends list on the Switch, he was like, "Wait!" Like little things like that, like make it like a reality to him.
Like, so you've told him this many times, and he's just like surprised.
Yeah, but I guess I haven't shown him anything of like us like in a video together.
Yeah, well, you should show him the CD video.
Yeah.
Then you run down the stairs.
Yeah. But yeah, he's way into Dave. He comes down and asks to watch him.
A $5 super chat from Vanessa. Thank you.
Thank
saying,
you.
Sorry, coming in late. Is MLiG plan on a Wii U 3DS eShop style video for your Wii one, like your Wii one you did before the store closes?
People really have been asking us about it, and I was like, maybe, but because I thought it was going to be in this March, but then when you said, oh, it's next year, it's like,
yeah, it's
sure.
Next March.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You've got a whole year to get that done, so
yeah.
Like I'd say probably, just because, I mean, you know, no hard promise, but I'd say probably.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds easily doable at this point.
I mean, we were kind of panicking to try to get a PS3 and PSP one done, you know,
before they walked it back.
They walked it back. You know, we were starting to, I mean, we started scripting it out.
Yeah.
And I captured a bit of stuff for it.
This guy's gotten me twice.
And we were thinking about still doing it.
Yeah.
And who knows? Like, maybe we will just do a PS3. Like especially PS3. Like I would not. I think it would be fun to just kind of make an end of life video for like the PS3. Like here are the games that you want to have installed. Here's how you want. Like here's some things that you should have on your hard drive. You know, like for the long haul. You know, stuff like that. You know, here are some games that, you know, the PS3 version is, you know, considered the best console version, which probably is not very many, but, you know, there are some.
Yeah. That dang Icy Penguigo has gotten me twice, or 3 times it got me.
Oh, yeah, I remember in this level, I really had to learn, like, some tree patterns, like, because there's one at some point that really sneaks up behind you fast, and I had to be really ready for it.
A tree?
Well, like there's I was just using a tree as a landmark.
Oh.
Like, because the penguin came very quickly after the tree, I just had to be ready to jump over it.
The music on this is pretty good.
No, I mean it's a fun soundtrack, you know.
Yeah.
As Yuzo soundtracks often are, but you know, you can tell he sort of had fun with this. Yeah, it is weird though to think about how Super Adventure Island, or excuse me, NES Adventure Island, and Famicom Adventure Island 4. They came out after this game. Especially Adventure Island 3. But really, all of them. I mean, they're all '90s games except for the first one. So, I don't know. There's not like necessarily the progression of complexity of gameplay that you would expect. Just by seeing it. It was very straightforward, but I like this one. I do.
Oh, I'm gonna.
There was a $5 super chat from Jonathan Henson. Thank you. Saying, I've owned Axiom Verge for 3 years on 3 different platforms. Never played it until 4 days ago. I'm about 50% through it. I am an idiot. Well, I'm glad it sounds like you're really hooked on it. I think both of us were kind of just like, oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like it got like overcomplicated for its own good.
Yeah, part of it could have been the Metroidvania burnout that we've kind of talked about, but also like for a game that like clearly takes its aesthetic inspiration from the NES, like there's just too much going on in it. Like you can't play it with a Super Nintendo controller because you need right analog sticks, you need stick clicks, you need all the shoulder buttons.
Yeah, it uses like every single button on the.
It is more complicated control wise than I'm usually looking for in an NES. A game inspired by NES Metroid.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was good, and I ordered Axiom Verge 2 from the run, and I am looking forward to it. But the first time that I played it was actually I was on a trip for a freelance project. It was actually when I was in Florida and interviewed Rachel Zaleski for Analog Frontiers. But I was in Florida. Like, what brought me to Florida was a freelance project, but I snuck that interview in because it was convenient.
The music on this level sounds kind of like Streets of Rage.
Oh, yeah? Oh, this boss is weird.
I like the boom sound that it makes.
But anyway, so I was trying to start the game on my Switch, and when I was in the hotel on that trip, and I could not get into it. And a big part of why I kind of just decided to stop. I mean, I didn't play that far, like an hour maybe, but a big reason I kind of just decided to stop, and ultimately, I do not remember that face on that tree. I wonder if that's only in the Japanese version.
I don't know. Someone was asking why are we playing the Japanese version, and the answer is because this is the one that I have.
Oh, you're playing it on Mister.
What?
You're not?
No, I have the cartridge of this.
Oh, for some reason I thought you said you were going to be playing.
I was going to play Legendary Axe on the Mister.
Oh, okay.
But now this.
But yeah, I wonder if this is. I feel like I would remember that face on that tree. I don't remember it. Maybe I don't know. It could be there. I just don't remember. But the main reason I decided to just stop playing Axiom Verge on the Switch was because I was weirdly bothered by the fact that confirm is tied to your jump button.
In what game? In Axiom Verge?
In Axiom Verge.
Oh.
And, on Switch, if you want jump to be B, then that means confirm is B. And that is, like, weird on Nintendo controller. And it was a hindrance. I did not enjoy that. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm going to play this on PlayStation 4 instead. And what's funny is, I like completely forgot I even had the PS4 version. And when me and Drum started playing on the Backloggery stream, of course, he was playing the PC version. And I started off playing it on Switch. And like suddenly I had this flashback of, oh, wait, I remember why I stopped playing this, because of Confirm being on B. And then I remembered I've got the PlayStation version. So I was like 40 minutes in and I just like stopped and restarted.
You're that adamant about it.
It was that worth it to me to have confirm and jump be on a button that I would expect those commands to be on that controller.
Yeah.
I'm fine with X confirm on PlayStation. You know, I've gotten used to that. But B confirm on Nintendo, that's is a sin. We don't do that.
I wonder if this version is easier. I wonder if this version has unlimited continues.
I mean, you're doing pretty good. I feel like you're getting farther than I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm kind of amazed right now. But I wonder if there is a difference in the difficulty level.
It's not an especially difficult game, but you're getting pretty far. Like, if you died...
Yeah, I've continued once.
Okay.
Does it tell you how many continues you have?
I don't remember.
Because it does not tell you how many you have in this. Oh.
I mean, it's not a very difficult game, so I could definitely see them making it limited for, anti-rental purposes. I really like the bolas that you get. Or
the boomerangs that I'm using?
I think that's what, like...
Yeah, they're like...
When you upgrade your weapon so many times, like, eventually you get that. And it's...
Oh, I didn't realize, like, it's okay if that happens. This is going real quick. These levels feel like they go real quick. I know, I forgot to change the date in the stream, actual stream. Sorry about that. It's correct on the thumbnail.
So...
I
can change it right here, right now. I'm doing it.
The sound effects are like weirdly loud in this too.
Oh yeah, you got a little Battletoads action with this boss here.
Oh.
There was $10 super chat from Ricky Pond. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Saying hello. On the topic of a 3DS and Wii U eShop video, would you guys be interested in using a loopy 3DS capture system for it? I have one and willing to lend if you foresee some use for it. Well, Corey...
I just hacked my system so I can try that Citra. Can I try... Right? Is Citra like that wireless capture?
Citra's the emulator.
Oh, okay. But isn't there a way to do like wireless capture? Or is that only
there is, but it's like it's over the network and it's compressed.
Okay.
But you or was it a Katsu Kitty? The one that you got a Katsu Kitty, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not new 3DS though, but yeah, I have a Katsu Kitty. I can use that.
Yeah. Is that your hack system?
No, but I could easily hack it now.
Yeah.
Now that I know.
Yeah.
It might be hacked though. I don't know.
We'll probably be okay, but we'll keep that in mind if we for some reason needed another system for that.
I feel like it's just not worth like having the skateboard. Like I lose it so quickly.
Oh yeah, the skateboards in these games are almost always like, what's even the point?
Yeah.
You almost always like hit it right away.
Yeah.
You're getting really far really fast.
It's going a lot faster than I was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say it's only like 6 worlds or something like that.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I feel like I don't want to give up the boomerangs.
Have you found any of the bonus levels?
No. How do you
I
find
feel
those?
like there was one here. Not that I could tell you where exactly it was, but because I remember me and Drum were really on the lookout for bonus levels because we wanted to rack up them lives, you know?
Yeah. Well,
You know, I don't know if it's changed, but I mean, the US version of this game was pretty common and inexpensive, I believe.
oh, I died. I haven't died at
Same
all since
cannot be said for
since
Super Adventure Island 2, though.
that what? That it's cheap. Yeah, that's cheap. That's the thing,
that
is like
one's pretty-
you get crushed once you don't have like the flaming attacks anymore. 'Cause if you can't throw them fast enough, then it like really puts you at a serious disadvantage.
You know, I named my character in Monster Hunter Stories 2. I named him Higgins. Because you could choose this like mouth style that was like kind of curvy, like Master Higgins' mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to call him Takahashi-Higgins, but there wasn't enough room for that, so I just called him Higgins. Yeah, I kind of gave him a wide-eyed look like his sprite in the games with the curly mouth. I don't know. Maybe I'll make that my, you know, when I go to Monster Hunter Rise. I think I looked at the character creator in that though, and I don't think it really had like a Higgins-esque mouth.
Oh, whew, I thought I was like, I didn't know where it was. This week I was actually supposed to, and it probably happened next week now, is I was going to stream the the Taito Egret mini arcade. Strictly Limited Games like reached out and said, "Hey, do you wanna do something with one of these?" And I said, "Well, yeah. I mean, we definitely do a stream because we did a stream with the Astro City."
That was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, and play like every single game.
Just go through every game on it.
Yeah, that's so.
How many games were on it?
I don't know off the top of my head. But it's been shipped and it should arrive like at some point this week. So I'll just do that next Sunday. I'll do like bring it over to my table and we'll take a closer look at it.
I don't remember this stuff. Like this blue background is like not ringing a bell at all. I'm gonna look up. Let's see what are some if there's a website that has the differences.
Oh, everyone's talking about Forbidden West.
I think I'm getting close to the end of Zero Dawn. That's the game that I've been playing lately.
Yeah, are you gonna get the second one like right away then?
I don't think I'm going to get right away, but I think what I'm going to do is when I get my new TV this year, I think I'll make that like the first game that I like play all the way through on it. Like, it seems like a good game to break it in with. But yeah, I'm definitely loving the first game. So. Based on how positively John talks about the second one, I'm pretty excited to play it. But yeah, it's really good. You know, I have, you know, sort of unsteady relationship with the open world genre.
Yeah.
But you know, every once in a while, you know, play one that I really like. And this one's really good. All right, let's see. This is the cutting room floor. Version differences. The logo on the title screen is different in Japan. The Japanese version provides infinite continues, while there are only 2 in the international version.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. But it doesn't mention anything about
I feel like it's a lot easier too. Like it's got to be a lot easier overall. I mean, I've only used 1 continue, so if I beat it my first time with using less than using 2 continues or less, you know, what's that mean? I don't know. But I'm not gonna get ahead of myself here. But at least we know that we'll probably be seeing the end of this tonight then. What was I gonna? There was something I wanted to mention earlier. So we've been kind of cleaning out the garage here, and I had all these videotapes that a whole bunch of them were given to me by my dad, who like took them from my grandma's house when she passed away, like 9 years ago. And like some of our home videos, but like a lot of them are just off-air recordings of different things.
Yeah.
And they were sitting at my dad's house for a long time, and he like gave me all the stuff my grandma's and gave me all this stuff, like stuff that she had like cut out of newspapers and stuff, but also like all these videotapes. And they sat in the basement of the old house for a super long time. And they made their way to this house and then also into the garage here, and nothing for 2 years. So that
basement was that basement was kind of a wreck. I hope it didn't damage them too much.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's definitely some of them were just like not that great in the first place. But I finally am getting around to going through them. And they're pretty cool. There's some interesting stuff, and some of them are just like just seem to be like VHS dubs of movies. And I'm like, why do you have like VHS dubs of like some of these movies? But also there's some like random stuff on there, which I thought was interesting. Is there was a tape that is just like 8 hours of off-air recording of the USA Network. Which I think that I'm guessing that she probably wanted to watch some movie and was like going someplace, so she just started recording when the movie was on and like left and just like let it go all night.
Yeah.
And so it's like some random Saturday in 1996, just of the USA Network. And like I'm not sure if you're familiar at all, but you know, like there was a time on the USA Network where every Saturday would be USA Up All Night that just like shows like edited for TV, like skin flicks.
I couldn't even tell you what channel that was. It doesn't ring a bell to me, to be honest.
But you know, like USA Up All Night always had. It was like hosted by Gilbert Gottfried for a while, and Rhonda Shear, which I don't even know who really she was, like outside of that show. If she was a comedian or something, I don't know. But it like this tape like has the entire like this random Saturday like both movies from USA Up All Night. And you know, the first one was like a movie that had some bigger people in it for the time, called like How I Got Into College. But then after that was some movie that it was like it was like zero budget. I can't even tell you what kind of movie it is. Called Fraternity Demon. And it is like it's so bad. But I don't know, like I'm definitely gonna like digitize the like that 4-hour block of USA Up All Night though, because I think that, you know, with all the commercials and everything, like they're in all the Gilbert Gottfried hosting segments, I'm sure that people would be like, oh, Yeah, I'll watch that whole thing. You know, like I can't put it on YouTube, but maybe I can do something else with that. Maybe there's somebody that would be after that kind of stuff.
Well, who knows? You might find some video game commercials in there.
Well, I went through and I didn't find it. I'll tell you what I did find though is a lot of psychic hotline commercials and a lot of like phone sex commercials. Yeah. Like phone line commercials. There's a lot of those. Like every single commercial break, there's one or the other, or both.
Wow. There was a $5 super chat from Jay Deester.
Oh,
thank you. Saying maybe do a video of recommendations of YouTube musicians doing great remixes and or covers of video game soundtracks.
Oh,
that's definitely outside my
same here.
My realm.
I see that Joe's in here. Joe could probably do like a really good video on on a subject like that.
Yeah, I mean, I watch things like that when like, you know, a friend like will link me or something like, oh, this is really good. And I was like, yeah, that's really good. Like, I tend to be very vanilla in like listening to game music though. Like I tend to just listen to like original versions or official remixes like most of the time. Like I you know, back in college, I remember like OC Remix was a website that I went there every day. Like, you know, and I you know, if there was a remix from a game that, you know, I liked, I think this is the last level.
This is 5-3.
I think this is the last level.
Why is there like an invisible wall here?
Oh, it might be a bonus level.
How do I get to it?
Try to keep hitting that. I think.
It's just like, oh, there's a star. Oh, he does like these stretches.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I wish I could say I would be good at that, but I would not be good at that. Yeah, like did you used to frequent OC Remix back in the day?
No, never. Like that's not something I like really dabbled in very much.
Yeah, I used to love it, but like for whatever reason, just over the years, I just like that was just like keeping up with like cool video game remixes was just like one too many things to do.
Yeah,
you know, and I just drifted away from it. I saw that Still Loading Podcast in the chat. I was hanging out with him and a few other cool people recording something last night. I don't know if we're keeping the subject secret, but it was incredibly fun. It was something that had been planned for a long time.
Yeah,
a really long time.
You asked if I wanted to do it, and I was like, it doesn't really strike.
You were afraid that you wouldn't like really know like.
I wouldn't have enough time to prepare. I was afraid.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But it was super fun. It's I am very excited for the result of that recording to come to fruition. I think they'll be in a month or two. There was 199 super chat from Dial Up Chronicles. Just saying happy Sunday, guys. Oh,
thank you.
You know, might be an even happier Sunday in the days of Dial Up. Who knows? We probably wouldn't be streaming on Dial Up. And a $2 super chat from Warren Hokie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just saying, just wanted to say thanks for the stream tonight. Well, thank you. GameSack says OC Remix being elitist was the reason for the Max S Exodus like 18 years ago. Vert took a bunch of artists with him. I never knew that. I mean, I was familiar with Vert from OC Remix, and then I didn't know that he had been doing music with Way Forward previously. Like he did the Shantae soundtrack. I didn't know that he had been making professional game releases at that time, because I think the first time I was specifically aware of him working on games was when Contra 4 was announced. And I was just like, whoa, that is so cool that this guy from OC Remix is doing the soundtrack to Contra 4. Like, that's insane. That was awesome. And
is this the last boss?
I think there's 2 forms.
Yeah, I mean, this seems like...
Yeah, this is the last boss.
Dang. Well...
He got you good.
Oh, they get you in that you have to play the entire level if you don't beat them.
Yeah, well, that's not surprising.
Because they'd probably put you at a real disadvantage, right? But it's kind of a long level.
It might.
This is where this is going to be the time sink now.
Maybe.
Because when you can't throw these things. You can only throw one attack at a time.
Yeah, those pink bolas are real good.
Or maybe it's because maybe I can.
I think you just get them if you collect a certain number of weapon items. I think you just eventually get them.
Right,
I
yeah.
forget how many it is.
Yeah.
Joe is saying you have limited continues if memory serves, but Corey has the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Which we have confirmed has unlimited continues, and that's why he's just like barreling through this.
Although, I mean, I did pretty good even before, like, I only used one continue, like, on the second level, and then nothing else until, like, this level. Or maybe it was... I don't know. I feel as though if I finish this one, I will try out the second one. Or not the second one, but the...
New Adventure Island?
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
Because Adventure Island 2 is definitely... It's a bit more complicated.
Yeah.
There was $5 from Chris Stewart. Thank you. And thanks for the stream, guys. Corey, I'll buy that USA Up All Night tape off you. I'm obsessed.
I'll find a way to try to make it, like, available. I mean, I don't know how to do that exactly, but
you should try to open the bonus area.
Oh, did I pass by?
Yeah, you passed it. Because you can get extra like an extra life or 2 there.
It's not there anymore. No, unless it's no. I guess you only have one chance at it.
Maybe.
I hope that I hope I don't have to do the whole level every time I die.
I don't remember what the checkpoint situation was. Joe is saying Super Adventure Island is greater than New Adventure Island. I kind of want to say that new. I mean, it's kind of hard to say because, like, obviously more people would have played a Super Nintendo game than a TurboGrafx game. But I've heard many people say that New Adventure Island
is like the best one.
Is their favorite, and I'm not sure which I would pick between this and New.
I'm I'm in
I
bad
played
shape here.
this in 2020, and I played New last year. I like both. I'm pretty sure New was harder, though. Many people are wrong. I mean, I wouldn't call this. How is this version compared to the PCE version? I mean, they're completely different games. I mean, yes, this game and
Oh, jeez.
This game and
That's rough. I mean, they send you like all the way back. Well, not. I guess not. They send you to the previous checkpoint during the level. I guess that's basically so that you don't get into a situation where you don't have a weapon. Yeah.
I don't know. I liked New as well.
Oh, that's right. You got that too, didn't you? The TurboGrafx version.
Oh, I got the PC Engine version, which, I mean, that version is not particularly cheap either, but I thought it was worth it. Whoa, we got a $20 super chat from Replicant Detective.
Thank you.
Replicant
Dang.
Detective. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saying, I started playing Blasphemous for PC recently. Such a great Metroidvania game. That's a name that I have heard.
I think I may have tried that out on stream before.
Oh, yes. That was one of your, games you never booted on Switch, I think, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that did look interesting. Obviously, I missed the physical window for that one. But yeah, thank you so much. There was also $10 super chat from NPin, just saying smoochies with a smoochy emote.
Come on.
Well, for some reason, the name NPin made my mind go to, what was it called? Like Pin Triathlon or whatever?
I always thought it was Pen Triceleron.
Whatever
Tricyclone.
Whatever that Dreamcast game with
yeah.
those like absolutely horrifying character designs is.
Thank you,
everyone.
I will eventually get good enough at this level, though, that I won't.
Not if Joe has his way. He's ready to rip the controller out of your hands here.
Yeah. Well, I was doing real good.
You were. I mean, I was impressed.
And I'm still doing pretty good.
No, yeah, you're still doing pretty good. I mean, that last boss, a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah. There's obviously two parts to it, right?
Oh, is that how it's supposed to be read?
Triicelon. That's right. Triicelon, yeah.
Triicelon?
Yeah. I remember that now.
That's pretty dumb. I like dumb things, but that is not a dumb thing I like.
Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can do it. But I'm probably going to have to play multiple times because I have no idea what to expect from the second version. Jeez, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, I just need to learn it, but it doesn't give you a lot of chance to learn it because it sends you back so far.
Yeah. I mean, Corey's not playing on a Super Famicom because he doesn't have it. I have a Super Famicom, but you don't.
I could have.
Oh, that's right. You did get one recently.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, but I assume you're playing on a RGB mod mini.
Yeah.
There was a $10 super chat from Strange Zones VR.
Thank you. Sorry, I was looking at the chat.
Thank you very much. Saying, love y'all. You guys should check out Strange Zones on the Apple Store. It's a free VR game.
Oh. Strange Zones.
On the Apple Store. What can you play VR with on Apple devices? I honestly
have no idea.
Me and Corey, in terms of VR, we're pretty limited to PlayStation VR for now.
Yeah. Although every time I do see like the Oculus at the at Target or something like that, I'm like, oh well, maybe I think about it.
You know something that Oculus Quest?
Yeah.
You know, something that I actually didn't know when DF did their DF Direct on the PlayStation VR 2 announcements.
Yeah.
Something I didn't really know, I guess because I just, don't follow the broader VR scene that much, is that I guess because of the popularity of the Oculus Quest and its ability to be this like self-contained VR system that doesn't have to be connected to a computer, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sort of, they were saying that VR had like kind of been moving away from sort of state-of-the-art sort of graphics experiences and were, kind of trending towards much simpler sort of visuals and concepts, and that like something like Half-Life Alyx was things weren't really expanding beyond that recently. And they were saying that, with PlayStation VR 2's specs being like so good and the controllers looking so promising, they were saying like hopefully this like could be like kind of a renaissance for VR again, I guess. Which I didn't know that. Like I guess like it just kind of been a little bit more low end types of games being made for VR systems lately, just because of targeting the Quest's like computer free mode.
So if I can get through this, like I should be able to get to the boss with bolas, the flaming rings. But that's if I just don't die.
I do have to say that Portal collection being on Switch kind of gives me renewed optimism that Half-Life Alyx could possibly come to PlayStation VR too. Like I kind of thought like Valve was like not interested in console ports anymore.
Jeez.
I didn't notice it myself during the trailer, but on this week's DF Direct, John, I guess it was this week, John commented that the that Portal collection was actually 60 frames per second in the trailers.
Well, I mean, I would hope it would be, I guess.
I mean, you would hope it would be, but like still,
was Portal 2, was that 30?
On consoles?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure yes. So what I'm saying is it might be better than any console version that you or I have. I mean, I've got it on PC as well.
Yeah.
But like I would enjoy having a 60 FPS console version of those games.
Yeah, for sure.
So I might end up getting that. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm just trying to get these guys to come on screen and follow me so that I don't get
There
intro.
was £5 super chat from
thank you.
Charlie Ward. Thank you.
Oh, maybe I don't.
And hi guys, you a fan of emulation, and have you heard of and interested in Ann Odin? Trust me, it's my future emulation device for many systems. Ann Odin. I'm not
familiar either.
We typically, I mean, not to say we are not fans, but we typically don't really use software emulation like a lot. I think you just like need to be prepared to just like when he does that, you just need to be prepared to like immediately run.
But he didn't even run that time. He just like went straight for that move. Usually he runs back and forth.
I would say don't be greedy in trying to get shots in off on him. Like you need to focus on dodging. You know?
Yeah.
But we're very fascinated by hardware emulation. We respect and occasionally use software emulation. It's not so much our area of focus. But yeah, I'm not familiar with this. Let me
come on.
Let me look it up.
When you just have one attack, it's like excruciating.
Oh, okay. There's something on Indiegogo. I feel like I've maybe seen photos of this thing before. There's a image of it with Wind Waker on the screen. So that's impressive. I mean, it's a pretty nice looking little device. This handheld thing, like it looks a lot like a Switch. looks pretty good. Looks impressive.
So if I get that, does it count towards the like the full total amount towards like moving towards the bolas? Like, you know, does it count towards that, or does it start my weapon count?
I don't know actually. Like, do you have to like get the same weapon type a bunch of times in a row?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember. Like I remember like Valis.
Yeah, that looks to be the case because like if I just I can only throw one.
Like
but maybe
Valis,
maybe that's better because it just keeps me under, keeps me, you know,
further away.
Yeah, it keeps me being conservative with my my attack
shot. Yeah. Well, like in Valis 1, like if you get a different weapon, then it stays at the same level as your current weapon. But if you get a second of the weapon you're currently using, it goes up a level. I like to think of the boss here as backlog.
Even then, it's so unpredictable to where those are going to go. I almost feel like if I stand
Are you
still,
running too far away from them? Because it seems like the ones that go further away from them kind of have a lower trajectory.
Yeah.
And I feel like the ones that land closer to him, or maybe more sort of mid-range,
so maybe
more
I don't
likely to have sort of a straight down or a straighter down direct.
Like maybe I
to dodge.
Stand in place until it shoots.
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, don't be so far away. Like, try to dodge more in the middle area. Is kind of what I'm thinking.
Okay, so don't.
In fact, get the tomahawk.
Yeah. So stay away from the boomerangs, huh? Maybe that's why there's less of the tomahawks on this level.
OSSC have a high failure count? I can't think
I
of
don't
having
think
ever
so.
heard of that.
And then get the boomerang only at the end.
Oh wow, there was $13.99 Canadian from Scott Blurton.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I like that last name.
I picked up an Elgato and found it doesn't work with Mac Silicon. Do you have a recommendation for a capture device for laptops? There was, what was it that,
Oh, those new EVGAs are good. The XR1.
The lights.
Yeah, I didn't even see that guy until he was like, he came out from behind the platforms and the fruit.
Look up Epos Box. He's done some good reviews of the USB EVGA devices. I don't know for certain if they work with Macs, but they're pretty handy and inexpensive. I actually bought one just as like so I can have a secondary input if I need it. But I really do have very limited experience with Mac, unfortunately. Oh, Joe says you missed the other tomahawk. Do you know where it is?
No, I didn't see it.
I'm not sure if there's a power difference between the weapons.
Maybe there's one more tomahawk on the level than there is boomerang, so you're able to get the flaming bolas. I like the baseline.
I just don't remember how many you have to get.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting pretty good at this level though. Maybe. Boom, 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 boom.
It's pretty short compared to the NES ones, though. That's for sure. I mean, the game in general.
All right, well. Do you recall the second form of the boss being pretty tough?
I remember it catching me off guard at first. I want to say it like can open up holes in the floor.
I don't you don't want to move very far at all. Just stay in place and barely move. No.
I don't remember this I don't remember this form being.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm having a hard time with it. I got way too cocky. That's what happened. Well, you know.
8 bosses without life bars. I mean, you know, I always appreciate it when they have them, but at the same time, like, I can respect the tension that it creates.
Yeah.
Not knowing.
I was looking at the chat, and then it's like, that's all right though. Okay. So
What model TV am I upgrading to this year? You know, I kept like wavering, like, oh, shall I wait for one of these QLED or QOLEDs? These quantum dot OLEDs that are coming out, like, you know, people. There's even less information about them, though. They're probably going to be later in the year. They're probably going to be much more expensive. And here's the thing: like, I don't think LG is going to have one this year, and. You know, LG is kind of a known quantity, and like I don't, you know, I've always heard bad things about, like, I think Sony's the one that's coming out with quantum OLED this year, like probably later in the year, and like I'm pretty sure I've heard that Sony's track record with like 1440p is pretty bad. And I feel like that's kind of a high priority for me, is like, you know, compatible resolutions, and, you know, LG is a known quantity in that regard, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I could look into, you know, do a little more research and find out if Sony TVs are doing pretty good with 1440p. Specifically, needs to be 1920 by 1440. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to end up doing the LG C2. You know, and I think I'm going to do a review of it as well. Like I'm leaning toward like trying to get it like basically as soon as it comes out and do a review on it right away. I just think that'd be interesting. Like we've never really done like a review on like a display device in that way. I mean, I guess we kind of did with that like the BenQ projector, but that was like just a part of a larger episode.
Yeah.
And like, but I feel like the flagship C series OLED is always going to be like probably the most looked at gaming TV for the year, you know, every year. And you know, so I thought that would be an interesting thing to try to do a review on. So Joe says I got the C1 as soon as it came out. What did you like? Like I've been trying to find out information about this. Like you would think there would be like a pretty like standard time of year. I mean, I think it's generally the spring, but are they just suddenly in Best Buy one day, or can you pre-order it, or am I going to like know ahead of time like when it's going to be available? Like, because I really want to get it as soon as possible.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay, Hammer is saying Sony doesn't support native 1440p. LG does. See, I feel like, you know, I mean, any differences in picture quality at this point is just like gravy. I mean, we're already in OLED territory. I just have to upgrade because mine, you know, I guess the C7s supposedly have the reds die a little bit faster, and they, I guess, fixed that. It's not doesn't happen as fast on like your model and later, the C8.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, in some ways I feel a little burned on LG, but at the same time, like everything I've heard is like this year, like every TV has something isn't handled correctly, except for LG. Like LG, you know, the C1 pretty much perfect. You know, I guess 55-inch and up are now using the Evo panels and the C2, so that's good news. I remember Ace was unsure if the like what models he was speculating a lot on what models might use Evo panels this year.
He turns into a pink elephant dragon.
Yeah, he's pretty. I wonder if he's supposed to be like a what do you call him? Like a tapir? I don't know how you say it. Like the creature that's the bad guy.
Yeah.
And
well, it went poorly.
You just have to really run to the far edges of the screen that he is not on. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, he takes up half the screen.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even have to hold down the run button in this. I do, just even though I don't really need to. Of course I have it.
Oh, you're right. We did miss a super chat a few minutes ago.
Yeah. I know, like, don't attack them. I won't.
Yes, there was a $20 super chat from Replicant Detective again. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you,
and
sir.
I know you guys may hear this often, but really enjoy watching your videos. So well thought out and thorough. Keep up the excellent work. Whew, I hope. I hope you know this
I just got
2+
that.
hour Mr. video we're doing will live up to those expectations.
Yeah.
I mean, what's so crazy about it is so many things are so surface level in that video. Really.
Yeah. It just has a lot of stuff in it.
It's just there's so much to talk about, but even still, like I think a lot of people who. You know, even people who already have Mister, I think will be surprised by some of the things in it. They'll be like, "Oh, I didn't know you could do that," you know, or "I didn't know that this feature had come out," because maybe they hadn't been paying attention recently.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope it's going to be worth it. All the work that's going into that. It's pretty intense. And there was also notification that Scott Snyder is now a member for 19 months.
Dang.
Saying, is there a size that is too big for 8 and 16-bit games? I'm also going to get LGC2 when they come out, but I can't decide which size I want, 55-inch to 77-inch. You know, I really want to like I. I don't know if I really want like. Part of me wants to upgrade from 55 to 65, but I feel like the price jump is just like too high to justify that. And I don't think I sit far enough away from my seat, my TV for a 65-inch to really be all that worth it. I mean, I am of the opinion that I don't think there's necessarily a size that's too big for retro games. I mean, I really enjoyed playing retro games on, you know, the projector that I have set up at my parents' house, you know?
Yeah.
I think they look amazing on it, especially if you do some scan lines on them at that size. Like, scan lines, I think, look even better. Like, scan lines and CRT effects look even better at, like, an ultra-large size, in my opinion. But I just think for me, it's I don't know. Let me actually you know I haven't done this in a while. I'm gonna try the NDI and sort of show you.
Oh, come on! That hit me. That hit me. I thought.
Also, Joe said that I pre-ordered my Best Buy's Magnolia thing. They called me when it was available. Interesting. So, like, my closest Best Buy doesn't have a Magnolia room, but there is one close to me.
I'm sorry that people are probably getting annoyed at this point, but when I do finally beat it, it'll be a sweet victory.
Here, let's see. I have not done NDI in a while. Let's see if.
Oh.
Bring this.
That was great right there. I gotta hurry. He does bananas.
Here it is. So, you know, here's my C7, and like, I mean, obviously, I could move things around, but like, you can see how the Xbox Series X is like right there. Like, I don't know if it would fit with a 65-inch. I'm also a little concerned if like the mounting would cause it to go any lower. Like, it would be okay if it went higher vertically, but I would be worried about going lower. There's not a lot of room there. Yeah, that's a good question, Joe. Why is the bottom of your screen glitch when it's scrolling down when you fall a long distance? I noticed that too. I don't remember that happening. Maybe that's a glitch in the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Well, y'all are getting a real-time view of how far behind my stream is here. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, it probably doesn't look all that big in the
All right.
in the camera view here.
So I'm just avoiding them. I'm just running back and forth.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm doing? That's how it goes?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can also go in the middle. Like, I don't think it's just the
Is there
edges,
any like tells
get
for
really far away from them though.
Can I literally do it with one hand? If I wanted to?
Maybe, because I think you are Bowsering him. I don't think you actually hit him. I to be honest though, I forget. Maybe
it's like, okay.
You might just be Mario.
There's no like build up to him doing it. He just goes.
Yeah, you gotta be prepared to move, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. I think I'm leaning toward just sticking with the 55 because the price jump. I mean, for 10 more inches on a TV that's already pretty big. Like it's like, what is it, like a $500 increase? Like I don't know if it's worth the price increase, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I could definitely fit a 65 on mine.
But, I mean, I could, but I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's worth the cost. I mean, if money was no object, I'd do it, but
I keep on.
55 just seems like the sweet spot price-wise to me.
I was doing so good, and now I can't stop screwing it up.
Game 65-inch might not be worth it for watching movies. I'd say it is. I mean, the fact of the matter is, I can see aliasing, in native 4K games, on a 55-inch at this distance. So it's like, well, do I need to see the aliasing even better?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it's tempting. I mean, my mind is not completely made up. Like, I could be like, you know what? It's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna go for that 65. But I'm leaning towards sticking with 55. But I guess
I think when I eventually do upgrade, I probably I think when I eventually upgrade, I probably won't get one like right at launch because I feel like they drop, like they just have pretty decent discounts like pretty often,
pretty quickly, and then it just like stays there. But the thing is, like, the launch price is almost certainly going to be less than I paid for on this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like the prices of the OLEDs went way down. I heard speculation that they'll probably be launching maybe $100 more than they did last year. So we've kind of like peaked at the reducing or at the bottom of the price reduction. Just from the technology becoming more mature.
Yeah.
But
try this stupid guy again.
But I think so. But it's still going to be, even at launch though, it's going to be cheaper than what I paid for this one. So, in 2017. So, I think it's okay. And like I say, like, I want to get it at launch, like, because I want to do a video like as soon as possible. And hey, by doing that, I will probably have made up the cost what I could have, the discount price I could have had, at least anyway.
Yeah.
I hope more than that, but I'd just be really interested to see how a video like that would do.
Okay, so let's see if I get him to come over here.
Oh man, Joe's got the 77-inch. Now, I mean, that seems like a huge difference. Like the jump from 55 to 65 and like going all the way to 75, that does seem like, whoa. Like that is definitely enticing. I definitely don't think I could afford that right now. I'd love a 75 one year though. Someday, for sure.
I thought I could run across it.
Oh,
I know,
you were so close.
But
you're feeling good now, though, right? Like you.
I get it. I get it. Yeah. But I knew that if I jumped right there, I was gonna die, and I was just hoping that I would maybe be able to just run across that little gap.
There was also a notification that Scotter 140 is a member for 16 months.
Dang.
Saying OLED or no LED, trying to make that go viral. I love my 55-inch C9. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I was still happy with this one until it started having, the vertical lines noticeable just due to, aging of the red subpixels. Honestly, though, I've gotten kind of used to it over the months. Like, the first time I noticed it was when I was working on the Instant for Digital Video. I've gotten more and more used to it, but still, it's like, I think the time is right to upgrade. And like I say, I'm excited about the idea of making a video about it.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Where are you going to put your old one?
I'm going to put it in the dining room so I can watch YouTube videos when I'm eating. I mean, I watch on my phone, I've kind of really been in a habit of watching Digital Foundry and GameSack when I eat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, I want to watch Digital Foundry and GameSack on my old OLED. This might have been intended for the previous attempt. There was a 999 from Sean Quinn saying, "You can do it." I believe you got this time. I'm feeling it.
And not that time.
No. The way and you killed him too.
Yeah.
The way his legs move, that like cartoony, like blurry. It makes me think of the bandits from Yoshi's Island. Or really, Yoshi's legs kind of have a fast back and forth like that too.
His animation is really cool, though. I like he has a lot of personality in this one. I just like when he does when he's ducking, he's squatting down.
He looks like he's up to mischief.
Yeah.
He's like
up to no good.
Yep, up to no good. Gonna put turds in the bushes over there.
Or he's like literally pooping right there. All right. Whew. Oh, I thought I was dead. I don't know how I didn't die right there. So, should I? Is it okay to use the hammer on the boss?
Try it. You should try it.
It's too late now, but I will next time.
Well, there won't be a next one.
Well, hopefully, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's too bad there's no way to like continue like right at that second form though. Especially since you don't need any guns. It's too unpredictable. I don't know how to do it. It's too unpredictable.
You're going to do it. You're going to do it.
Oh, I'm going to. Like, you know, it's happening tonight. But, you know, whenever this happens, it just takes... I stick with it.
Of course. Now, let me get a tape measure so we can measure how far I am from my...
So if I just get the tomahawks and I get the last boomerang, then I should have the bolas. Not that it really matters. Not that it matters. It's not like I gotta kill the guy. Like.
Okay, I've seen a formula of like what people recommend for like, you know, the size based on like how far away you are.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks like I'm probably like 7.5 feet from the TV, which is like not quite into the, you know, like you should get a 65-inch territory. I mean, I've thought about like, you know, I could always move the couch a little bit closer. There's your free upgrade.
I actually am pretty close to mine. I think it's probably like 5 feet from mine.
Really?
Probably.
You know, you've got that fancy, you know, super stupid wide iPhone lens, and it makes it like I kind of hate how photos look. I mean, everyone makes those photos these days because everyone but me has an iPhone. Like I don't like that super duper ultra wide photo that everyone takes on their iPhone. Like, especially when there's a CRT in the shot, because it makes it look like a widescreen CRT, and it looks dumb. It looks really dumb.
Oh, I've never seen that happen.
Oh, I've seen it. Like, especially when it's like the CRT is toward the edge of the frame, it's like stupid looking.
I only use it when I need to get a lot of stuff in the picture.
You know, if you really have to go that far to get
know what I'm doing.
The picture, then maybe
Oh,
you're trying to put too much stuff in the picture.
I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I don't know what I am doing.
You got it.
I'm doing just fine, and then like I psych myself out for whatever reason.
Lucas says 65-inch of us. I mean, you know, I had you know, I mean, that old Samsung over there is a 46-inch, and you know, I thought that was nice and big at one point. And you know, and then the upgrade to the OLED, and of course 55-inch. I mean, you know, that was nice. That was nice. I mean, you know, back in the day, like people were using 19-inch CRTs, and, you know, sitting as far or farther away.
I don't think this game is insufferable. It's just like it's just a difficult last level.
I mean, so I've seen a few people make comments like that, and they may have missed how you just like breeze through the rest of the game up to this point, like shockingly fast. In part because the Japanese version has infinite continues.
Yeah.
I've definitely been tempted to move the couch, maybe just a couple inches closer. I don't know. I would consider it sometime.
I thought I don't know, like
what happened there?
He hit me when I was jumping apparently, and it doesn't like kill you until after you land.
Oh.
I mean, it's silly that I'm just having as like, kind of trouble with this as I am, but
I mean, it is a pretty mean spray that he does.
Yeah. There's not really much of a... You can't tell, you know, like how...
Yeah, it's unpredictable. I mean, you have to watch it and dodge it in real time.
Right.
Oh, see, Chris V says ratings agrees with Try. 55-inch display for 7.5 feet away. What's the threshold for their recommendation for 65? I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if I could afford a wall-filling TV, I'd be there. I'd be there. But seems a little unnecessary right now. I mean, I've definitely mused like, oh, could I do a projector in my main setup? But it's just to have ideal image quality in those conditions. It would be difficult in this room.
Okay, I'm gonna just fight him with the axes and see what happens.
Yeah, you said you were gonna try it.
Yeah. Not that it matters.
9 feet.
Like I know how to do it.
I'm not that far from the threshold, I guess. Something else that you gotta keep in mind, like, you know, my local friends are not videophiles. And I am.
Do I run towards him, you think? Like I run away from him and then run towards him when he shoots that.
Maybe that's it. But you have to still be adaptable. But see, like, you know, I'm able to always seat myself in the ideal seat, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's definitely worth something, you know? You know, I mean, you know, and really my other seats, you know, that my friends sit in, or sometimes I'm the one that sits in them, you know, isn't that bad. Like I sat in this seat over there for last Monday's stream, you know, which was, you know, especially considering it was a Super Nintendo game, it was totally fine.
I didn't grab that. Whatever.
I haven't been in the market for TVs like ever. Inherited a 1080p 55-inch, and I'm content. Aren't TVs getting pretty inexpensive, or are we talking a couple grand for ideal ones? I mean, no. I mean, things are getting pretty good. I mean, you know, even, you know, to break into OLED. I mean,
yeah.
You know, you're still under $2,000 at least. Breaking into OLED. I mean, you don't. I mean, yes, you can get like, you know, the G series OLEDs, but like the C series is like really been considered the sweet spot for a long time. But if you aren't going OLED, yeah, I mean, you can go well under $100 for a TV these days. I mean, once you've tasted that OLED, there's no going back. You know, you have to have perfect black levels. You know, you have to have them now.
Imagine life without perfect black levels. You can't.
I mean, I don't have it on my computer monitor. That's okay. I mean, I don't mind like looking at screens that don't have perfect black levels, you know, and I enjoy my projectors, which very much don't have perfect black levels, but
all right,
you know, just for my main TV though, like I could not go back on that for my main TV. I couldn't. Does LG still make the B series? I think it's A, C, and G. Like A is kind of like, I don't think A even does like 120 hertz or something like that. So don't quote me on that. I don't really know the specifics. Oh, you were doing real good.
Yeah. No, I mean, let's see if we can do this.
Oh, you did do it. Okay, I heard that sound. I thought
You heard me go. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Music is pretty Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
At least this one's predictable.
Did we do it? I think I did it. There we go. So they counted up in my head how long I needed to stay someplace.
Well, congratulations.
It's just like there. It's like he looks like he can't like even stand his girlfriend. He's just like, oh, why did I rescue you?
Story by R. Nishizawa. I mean, you know, it's a story for the ages here. Is this me or this version sound like it came from the Genesis? I mean, sound by Yuzo Koshiro right there, you know. I mean, he was pretty famous for his Genesis sounds. It definitely has a Super Nintendo sound to it, though.
Oh, Supervisor Westone.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Oh, we got
even though like this was like already like established as like not Wonder Boy at this point.
Yeah. That was
there was a $10 super chat from Saner80 saying a winner is you.
Heck yeah. So is there like a hard loop?
I don't think so.
So is that a complete?
Probably is. Like Japanese game version rules.
Yeah, it's a hard lock on the end.
Oh man, hard lock. That's man, I wish systems still did that these days. Like,
well, like credits
and when you beat a game, like you can't. You have to like unplug your PlayStation 5 and plug it back in. You know, like it just completely freezes.
I mean, really though, credits in modern games are so long. It's basically a hard lock if you let it play.
Well, I always
let them play too. You know, as long as I don't.
Hard rule about that: you cannot skip game credits. Luckily, though, like most games that have like Kickstarter backers or something like that have like a fast forward feature. when I beat Guardians of the Galaxy, there's like a fast forward option. Like you can like hold like I don't know the Y button or something. I forget what it was. You hold some button to fast forward, and it like really was not that fast at all. And I was kind of wavering on my commitment. But I did it. I did it anyway.
It depends on how late at night it is. If I finish a game and it is after 1 a.m., I'm usually not gonna like let it play. Yeah, but I mean, that so rarely happens. No, the only time that happened was with Crackdown 3. And I was like, I'm just gonna skip it because it's late. So what do I play next?
I'll skip credits if I've like beaten the game before.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about like skipping them, like causing me to miss something. I mean, I think that's less of a concern these days, but it's just like so ingrained in me that like I can't skip these credits. Like I might miss something.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll find something else to play. I'm not sure what it'll be though yet.
Yeah, you spent too long on this, I think, to commit to New Adventure Island at this point. That game's definitely a bit harder, if memory serves.
Does it have unlimited continues? Probably not.
Don't remember. I have the Japanese version of that. But
well, I'll see what I can find here.
I honestly don't remember.
I was like, maybe I could play the Wii version. I could install that.
Oh, that I'd be down for that. You have it?
Well, I got.
I would love.
I can
to see
have
that
it.
Match.
All right, hang on.
I mean, I know it's sort of kind of bad looking, but I've had a fascination with those. I've never played one, but those like sort of bad looking 3D Hudson remakes, reboots like Bonk and Adventure Island. I think there's at least one other. Super Adventure Island 2, that's too much of a commitment for Corey to get into at this stage, I think. That game is involved. Sandy jumped off the couch and is looking at the TV because she heard the Wii system turn on. Here, let me turn the NDI back on. She's looking for it. She recognized. She comes running whenever the Wii system turns on. She's looking for it. Where is it? Where's the Wii, Sandy? Put the Wii put the Wii menu on screen so she can see it.
Does it have a different name, or is it just called Adventure Island? Did it even come out in the US?
I'm not sure. There was a GameCube version. I'm not sure if it's the same game.
Oh, yeah, I'll play the GameCube game. I know. Hang on. Let's do that.
She's looking for that Wii.
Oh, did she hear the sound?
She heard the sound come on. She jumped off the couch and is like staring at the TV waiting for it. You're going to disappoint her switching to GameCube. She loves the Wii system menu. She's still looking for it. Poor girl.
Okay.
Sandy.
So was it
That's the Wii?
I know. But was the was in the Japanese version? Was it like? Do I have it? Is it on the? Let's see, Hudson Selection, Star Soldier, PC Genjin. The here it is. It's like a 2003 game.
I'm not sure if it's the same levels but I'm pretty sure like it's like the same graphics.
All right, hang on. There we go.
Well, what Sandy likes about the Wii menu is I mean, the hand on screen, she likes that. But she also likes the what she really likes is just flipping through the pages. It's that quick horizontal movement, like she just jumps from one side, then jumps to the other side as it moves back and forth. She loves it. But she knows that sound when as soon as that system comes on, she knows it. She just comes running. She's part of the the expanded Wii audience.
Oh my god. That just happened. Is that what it was saying?
Huh?
Do you remember when when John's GameCube, like, he played a Japanese game and then it formatted his...
Oh no, and it overrode his saves because
I have everything backed up. Let me just make sure that didn't just happen.
Yes, that's right, because because saves are region locked. Like the memory card. I mean, the memory card itself can be used for either region, but once you pick a region, you're committed. Is it like a memory card that has like everything on it?
Yeah, it's like one of those like the 200 ones, or like not the 200, but like the biggest size you could get, like the white ones. Okay, it looks like it's all on here.
Oh,
crisis averted.
Well, how did it make a save there though? If it's Japanese,
maybe it's not true for everything.
Yeah, maybe not. That's surprising. Or maybe Swiss averts that?
Maybe.
Sure. Are you sad because the Wii didn't come on screen?
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'll turn on was there super chats? Did we miss super chats?
Huh?
Was there super chats we missed?
There,
just the one.
I think just one. I think just one from Mega X6. Got a comment today saying GameSack highlight a game called The Castle on his video today. Owned the sequel Castle Quest on NES. Great game cover art, but the game never lived up to the cover for me. I'm not familiar with that one. Let me look at that cover art.
This is rough looking.
I know, but it's like, isn't it like almost fascinating in its roughness? Like it fascinates me.
Yes, like how did this happen?
I know. It's like it's got to be 60 frames per second though, right?
I don't know, maybe, but when you throw those axes, it looks like it's not very smooth.
There's like. You know what it almost looks like though? Like the lighting almost has this like realistic. The lighting almost has this like realistic look to it though, right? Like it almost looks like you're looking at like a bad graphic diorama, right?
Yeah, I guess
it's like
I you know what? I was not expecting it to look like this.
I think it's like amazing.
But there is the version is on WiiWare? Is it this game?
I don't know if it's this game, but the graphics look very similar at least. And there's Bonk and at least one other that they like made these like GameCube reboots on. Remakes, reboots.
Yeah.
You can play Bonk after a bit.
Yeah.
Man, Castle NES.
This is kind of crazy to me.
Does it have D-pad control or does it have to be analog?
It does. It has both.
Yeah, I mean, man, this would be a perfect game for the Hori pad. Perfect, I say.
You think?
No.
The fruit looked better than like anything.
Box art for Castle Quest.
So,
I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that or not. Oh, there's a Game Boy one that has much more cartoonish box art.
It probably can run at 480p, but I might forgot to hold down the B button.
You know what's a game that I was playing today that like I feel like I should get it sometime just because I think it's interesting, you know, given its, you know, origins. You know, I've always heard it's like considered not very good, but I've always been kind of fascinated by King's Knight. You know, the Sakaguchi like kind of fantasy shmup.
Yeah.
I mean, I was playing it earlier today on working on the Mr. episode, and it's like, you know, I don't know, it seems interesting.
You get it. You should get it.
I mean, I don't really, but the thing is, it's like, it's a cheap game, and it's been a cheap game forever. And I just kind of feel like it's unique enough of a concept, and also just that it's got that, like, you know, Hironobu Sakaguchi connection. Like, I just feel like that would automatically make it like a, you know, valuable game, but I guess not. It's like still pretty cheap.
So this is like a straight up remake of the first one. So it's just like the original Wonder Boy.
The level design definitely looks like it to me.
Well, it is. It's like, I'm pretty sure that it's the same levels.
Yeah.
Just with crappy graphics.
I mean, I don't know if the platforms are in exactly the same locations, but like the second level like has the clouds and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it very much.
I'm pretty
like
confident that it's exactly the same.
Maybe not exactly the same. Like, I mean, there might be some.
I don't know. It's pretty.
There might be differences of like where fruit are and things like that. You know.
Yeah.
But it appears to broadly be a remake. I want to see what a boss looks like.
Yeah. That's what everybody's waiting for. to see how crappy the boss looks. Oh, I just jumped over that milk.
There was a $5 super chat from DT Playthroughs. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Saying, have y'all seen the Mother 3 video by Curiomatic released this week?
Oh, is that the one that's like in 3D?
That fan film I've seen. They spent over 2 years on it. It's so well done. That sounds really interesting, but I'd be afraid to watch it just because I have not.
Oh, you haven't played it?
I've not played Mother 3 myself, and I'm pretty sure I already know at least one spoiler for it. So I don't want to know any more spoilers for it.
Yeah. I saw screenshots from it.
I feel like I
whatever happened to that documentary, that Earth to Mother? Is that like viewable anywhere? Because I know that they had like a limited release in like some theaters or something like that.
Oh wow.
Uh-oh. This thing turns everything to meat.
You know, last year I shot a bunch of B-roll for the Mother retrospective that was on the Beyond Ghibli channel.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was fun to shoot some B-roll for. I like actually just coincidentally.
So this thing's like it's like an eggplant. It's like the eggplant wizard.
Oh yeah, they drains your food faster.
Oh.
So if you get it, you're pretty doomed. You don't want that.
I'm.
Oh, so at least you continue like on
the level, yeah. And probably unlimited continues and saves too, I'm guessing. Just like the walk is so bad too. Oh, it's like walked right into that flame.
It's deeply fascinating to me. Like this is like, you know, all of those like, you know, like 1,000 yen or 2,000 yen games that like game series that were on like PS2 and PS1 and stuff. Like,
yeah.
Like this is like a peek into what could have been if that kind of thing took off on GameCube, you know?
Yeah.
I forget if this came to PS2 as well, but I always associate it with GameCube.
Bonk is definitely better. Should I try Bonk? I don't want. I'm not
I
gonna.
want to see a boss. Dang it!
Okay.
Get to a boss, and then you can switch to boss. Oh, I see Stout 936 saying finally snagged a DE10 Nano. Yeah, I ordered one this week, and I don't know if I've gotten a shipping notification on it yet or not, but I'm hoping that I'm not going to have to wait too long for it. I want that to build out my Jamix, which I'm thinking about streaming it when I put it together.
You
like,
should. You
do it as
should.
a Sunday
Because
stream.
especially since like you've never built one yourself.
Yeah. You know, it might end up being after the Mr. video. Probably will, actually.
But you never know. But that's
Yeah,
actually good
know.
that you have that coming because since I got a shell for my second one, like I kind of don't want to take it out of it. So if I need any other specific board shots, then we can just use that one.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean the case had to come from AliExpress, so that'll be the big question. I've never ordered anything from there before, so
it takes a long time to show up.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, people seem to be having good luck ordering and getting DE10 Nanos when ordering directly from Terrasec.
Yeah,
they do ship from Taiwan, but and shipping is like $40, but you just kind of have to be willing to accept that because you're not going to find DE10 for a better price anywhere else right now, even including shipping. So, you don't want that. You don't want that eggplant.
Yeah.
There was also a $5 super chat from Andy64. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saying, hey fellas, what are your thoughts on the GoldenEye 007 remaster for the Xbox Series X? Looks like the dream will become a reality pretty soon. Yeah, I've been hearing the rumors or hints or whatever, and that is hugely exciting. I don't. I feel like I saw something that indicated like, oh, it might just end up being like
jumping over that milk. I don't like that milk.
Might just end up being the N64 version or something. It might not actually be like a finished version of that 360 port, which would be really disappointing if it's not. Like, I really hope it is, a perfect dark 360 style remake. Because I played maybe a quarter or a third of the game on the what is it called, the Xenon emulator, I think it's called. And I was really impressed. I was actually shocked at how well the game ran on that emulator. On my computer, my computer is definitely not really tuned for emulation. So I was impressed. It worked pretty well, and it looks great. It plays great, and oh my gosh, I would.
Oh, I thought for sure that I would just run into that thing like every other one.
You would jump.
Yeah,
it's like so low to the ground. It looks like it would just bounce you. Yeah, I would be. Oh man, I mean, when that comes out, I will 100% be streaming that. Assuming it happens for real.
Wait, what game?
GoldenEye,
GoldenEye, yeah.
On Xbox, that would be. That'd be seriously amazing.
I've already spent about like 20 minutes longer with this game than I ever dreamed I would have for the second that I booted it up.
Really? More than you ever dreamed you would have? I mean, what if we make this like Wonder Boy?
Oh, yeah, but I mean...
Make a video, finally.
Then we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I am still deeply fascinated by this game.
I can't. I'm like so paranoid. I feel like I've been messed up mentally by that by Super Adventure Island. Like I feel like I can't trust anything.
What is this actual like?
Ooh, a spear.
Oh, maybe that's new.
That is, I think.
No, I don't think it is.
Oh.
I don't think it is new.
And it's like freaking drills.
Oh yeah, those things.
What did the milk do? What's the milk do? I don't know.
Gotta be food. It can't be bad.
Yeah, that's true.
On the box art, there's like this ring around the box that says 3,000 yen, good price. That actually sounds like a bad price, to tell you the truth.
I mean, that sounds like they say it's a good price for what you're getting. Oh, here we go. Here's your boss.
Seems like a bad price, if I'm being honest.
Oh, we got a boomerang
I'm actually
here.
surprised this is not a 2,000 yen game.
I mean, this is new right here. There's new weapons here. Oh, wow.
Ooh, I found a... oh yeah, there's the boss. You know, he don't look that bad, right?
What?
I said, he don't look that bad, right?
I suppose.
Oh, you know what this looks like? It looks like a...
I got him.
like a high-res, like... high frame rate version of an N64 game ported to GameCube.
You know what? That is exactly what it looks like.
Does that make it suddenly not look so bad?
No, it doesn't change it, but I mean maybe that's how it started.
Oh, Spear was in New Adventure Island. I knew I'd seen it in something I played semi recently. So maybe there are elements of New Adventure Island in this.
Yeah.
So here's
like those first two levels were straight out of the, of the first one, or out of Wonder Boy. And then it seemed to change.
Here's a contemporary article from 2003 on IGN. It's saying reports out of Japan indicate that Hudson Soft will be bringing 2 more classic titles to Nintendo's GameCube system, following the planned low-priced revivals of Star Soldier and Lode Runner, both due for Japanese GameCube release in July at the price of 3,000 yen apiece. The company will be bringing Bonk's Adventure and Adventure Island to business. Mostly,
I have all these on.
Seems to be for fans of classic games, as both titles are exceptionally old by today's standards. This was in 2003, mind you. Exceptionally old by today's standards. Yeah, we don't like them classic games over here. Hudson has promised various visual improvements for its re-releases, though. So we'll have to see how things turn out with the first 2 titles. The 2 new titles are currently without a release date. Of course, this news applies to Japan only, as Hudson has yet to announce American release dates for any of these re-releases.
All right. I'll try Bonk, and maybe after that I'll try I'm pretty sure I have all those on here. See, I got...
Like, I guess there's Super Star Soldier and Lode Runner?
Yeah, Cubic Lode Runner, Star Soldier, PC Genjin, and Takahashi-Meijin. So we'll try PC Genjin.
Oh, you've got Cure and Squash on here.
Yeah, I think that these are the only Japan exclusive games on here.
The only ones you have on here.
No, I'm pretty sure that I looked through and found all the ones that did not have a US release.
Really? So there's not
There's
that
not
many?
very many. Yeah.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised too.
I really want Cura Squash.
Is it expensive?
Last time I looked, it was starting to get a little pricey.
Mm-hmm.
There was 10 pound super chat from Charlie Ward. Thank you. Saying, please make a video on your channel of Sandy and her mini Wii antics. Also, why not see how she would react to GBA WarioWare minigame that stars her doppelganger? Throw it up on big screen. GBA WarioWare minigame. Which one would that be?
Oh, hang on, it's got... Can you hear it or no?
I hear the music.
Yeah.
Well, this has like kind of a, the generic Photoshop like canvas filter.
Yeah, so it gives it a little bit of, it gives a justification a little bit for the look of it, I guess.
There's an aesthetic.
Yeah.
That is attempted.
It's like a Yoshi's Crafted World.
Yeah, sort of. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm most excited about doing finally when we get around to it, the Wii RGB video.
Yeah.
Because I wanna show Sandy. Jumping up the screen. Monk's expression is definitely reimagined.
I don't like that it puts the X over the enemies. It makes it seem like that's something you're not supposed to be doing.
Weird.
You know what I mean?
But they're dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
It's like don't do that. I could go bump and just tell you no. No. It's such a weird.
Honestly, the enemies look like they're just having a good time.
Yeah, and then all the things you're collecting.
Those green things, they look so happy, and the skull guys, they're just kind of dancing.
And then all the bonk related stuff look mean. The faces. Yeah. They look mean.
Are you the bad guy?
What if the bonk was the bad guy all along?
It's interesting that the cow skull thing kind of looks like it's a badly scaled pixel art.
I don't like his standstill bonk, the way he bonks to the side of his head.
Yeah, it's like a lazy bonk.
Yeah.
It's just like
that looks kind of that looks creepy. that looks like the inside of his mouth is like a chainsaw.
It's always been a little chainsaw-y when he does that. Why does he sob? Sob. It's like the ground, is the earth crying?
Yeah. It says pop when he jumps.
How happy those skull guys are.
Oh, here we go.
Egghead thing.
Oh, look how bad that looks right there. I can't believe how bad that. I have to stand. I'm wasting my entire invincibility at how bad that looks right there.
It does look bad. It does look bad. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I feel bad really ragging on it, but yeah, that part does not look great.
It's interesting though that there's this Yoshi Story-esque collect all the different fruit in the level thing going.
Yeah.
That's definitely not in the original game. I think Bonk's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Now you have to get to at least the first boss. I want to see what he looks like.
Yeah.
He's like the big tubby dragon guy, I think.
Ooh. It's you look at this though, and they're trying, but it has 3% of the what was good about it before. You know what I mean? Like, it just does not encapsulate any of that feeling or that look that the sprite work had. You know?
Yeah.
It's just not even close.
It's still like it's so bad that it's fascinating to me. Like I kind of want, you know.
Look at his eyes, like when he's swimming.
they're going for something here.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like isn't that crazy that he just like has his eyes open when he's like swimming in blood, or stomach acid rather.
There's like these tears around his eyes.
Yeah.
Like it's so weird looking. You know what? Here's a hot take. You know, Joe recently covered Blaster Master Overdrive.
Oh yeah.
And his sequels you forgot about, which I did not forget about.
Yeah.
That game is very not good.
No.
And I would say hot take, these Hudson, great price games. Oh, wow, this guy looks a lot smaller to me.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's not, but he feels a lot smaller somehow.
I gotta say the music is kind of a good remix though.
But Blaster Master Overdrive, I think these Hudson games look better than Blaster Master.
Oh, I died. Look if he dies. Oh, you can. Oh, that's right. You can get right back up.
Respawn.
The music is not bad.
What do you think about the music in Adventure Island?
I think the title screen music was okay, but I don't remember anything other than that. Yeah. 3,000 yen, great price. Yeah, the music is good here too.
Oh wow, this is expensive.
Oh, to get it now?
Yeah. It's like
thank you, GC Loader.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's like about 140 to 170.
Gotta have it. Some people just gotta have it. It's a must-have on the system.
Looks like Adventure Island is pretty expensive too. Oh, here's what's funny though? Only one entry for actual Adventure Island came up. It's $130. But then several for Amazing Island came up after it.
Oh.
Where'd you go play? You should play some Amazing Island.
You think?
Yeah. You were going to stream a little bit of it.
Yeah, I think I'd rather just play this for a little bit longer and then play some Star Soldier.
Yeah, okay. You should stream Amazing Island sometime, though. You were talking it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well it will translate to a stream.
Well, something to keep in mind for end of stream.
Yes,
thing.
Exactly.
The
chat.
There are many layers of parallax here.
Ooh, is that a executor right there?
Yeah, a low-end executor or whatever you.
I like that it says BAP.
Whatever you call that region.
You missed a super chat from Andy64. I see it right here from 23 minutes ago. It says, "Hey fellas, what are you?" Oh yeah, you said you're right.
Which one was it?
Oh, it was the one from GoldenEye.
Oh yeah.
Oh, listen.
I'm pretty sure I'm all caught up.
So this is. I mean, this is a level from Bonk's Revenge, so this must just be made up of levels from all 3 games.
Okay, so it's kind of a remix.
Yeah, I can appreciate that a little bit. I like that when you swim up there, it goes. It says zub 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 zub. Zub.
I mean, there was an attempt here.
Yeah.
I kind of like the artwork for Bonk's face and.
Oh, but look at the ground right here. I mean, that looks like sprites from the original, with like a filter on it.
Might be.
Yeah.
I like how Bonk's art and the face art look on the pause screen.
Oh. I mean, that looks kind of like he looks like in the game, right? Or in the original? Like,
I don't know.
I think it's real creepy
like
when he like looks like a.
I legitimately like that art. If I was going to have a Bonk avatar, it would be that art.
Yeah. It says zub zub zub. See, that looks like a sprite from the original too. They blew it up poorly.
Now, speaking of avatars, this week I updated my Discord and Backloggery avatar for the first time ever.
Yeah, like.
And of course, it's still the Zelda 2 Link pose.
Yeah.
But now it is no longer square pixels.
The one it's the one where his sword looks like a baseball, like a club.
It does not. It looks like a sword.
What are you talking about? It like definitely looks like a club.
It's a sword. Well, but it's a sword.
I know it is a sword, but it looks like a club. That frame of animation, it like I've always thought that it looks like a wooden club.
But I mean that's my avatar for life. I can't change it at this point. It's just like you're Alex Kidd eating a hamburger for life.
Yeah.
Or I guess you're Rolf on the Backloggery, right?
Yeah, I've been on there. So I mean, there's things like I could
I
could change it.
Badly scaled though.
Yes.
But like I was like, you know what? Like I need to not have a square pixel avatar anymore with who knows what color palette. So I updated it to the Katrinks palette that's brand new on Mister. Programmatically derived from the hardware logic, which is like, you can debate about the colors, but like the luma accuracy is actually much more accurate and consistent across colors. I really like that aspect of it. I think if people want to adjust the hues to be something that they imagine that the color should look like on a CRT or something, then I think it would still be interesting to stick with the luma values from the Katrinks palette. I think it could be a really interesting basis for even more palettes. But so
is it kind of like
palette, and I made it,
isn't it like similar to how the TurboGrafx palette was figured out?
Yeah, very similarly. Whoa, that rope looks crazy.
What?
What is going on here?
What?
What the what? What?
What?
Look at that, Sandy. That's ridiculous. Look at that. Why does he have a mask without a rope? No one knows. Maybe this is like some reference to like a Japanese like cartoon character or something.
Maybe.
I have no idea what's going on here.
You know what? You see Bonk like there, and I was gonna say he looks looks like kind of an asshole.
Yes. He does.
Like that was their goal, I guess. Let me fix them here. Well,
but yeah, I updated my link to now be, the aspect ratio that he would be at 4:3, which was difficult to do for like a small size, and like to get it like, kind of a vertical scale, integer scale, but then like, have the aspect ratio correction not look bad, decently interpolated. That was a bit of a challenge.
You're pretty happy with it, though?
Has
anybody said anything?
Someone asked, why is Try's avatar now purple? Because like I have like the sky color.
Oh yeah.
Behind it, like before, I didn't have a background color.
Yeah.
And now I was just like, I'll make it look more like it's an actual game screenshot or something,
Grab those peppers. Come on. I was like,
no one comment like, your link is fatter now. Oh, he's just 4:3. $5 for container 7. $5 for the zoom. I kind of like these dinosaurs that are coming up out of the mud. They look very friendly. Like Bonk.
Yeah.
Like every creature in this game looks very friendly, except for Bonk.
Like that's the whole thing. Is that Bonk is? I don't know.
He's really nice dinosaurs, though.
Yeah, Bonk. He's just not a good caveman.
They just look like really nice dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Like, they were going to invite you over for like some cookies or something.
Yeah. Well, ugly game. I can't imagine Star Soldier like looking ugly.
I get the feeling that this and Adventure, based on the IGN article, it sounds like this and Adventure Island may have been the last two of the series, and Star Soldier and Lode Runner came first. I can't even, off the top of my head, like I can't quite even visualize what Lode Runner is even supposed to look like. Like it's kind of like a maze game, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a game I admit to knowing much about.
And every step he takes, it says dum 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 dum.
That's why he's in this monkey form.
Yeah, it looks creepy, right?
This monkey, I don't think this monkey form is in other games.
I don't think so either. Well,
Are there PSP versions of these?
There is, but I'm not sure if it's like ports of this. Probably. I don't know. Like if this got ported all around, if all these got ported around, like that's so weird. Like if they came out on the Wii, if the versions on the Wii are the same, like that's so weird to me. I feel as though they should.
I don't know if the versions on the Wii are the same. I don't know.
I mean, I kind of feel like they should feel bad about this. Like they should have felt bad about it at the time, regardless of price. You know what I mean? Like it's maybe that's a horrible thing to say, but it seems.
Did Konami own Hudson yet?
No. But this was like the lead up.
Konami likes money.
Yeah, but at the time, maybe this is the reason Konami was able to buy them. It's because of stuff like this.
I don't know if it ruined them that bad. I mean, Bomberman Generation on GameCube is a nice looking game, I think. Too bad it's 480i, but you could probably force 480p on it just fine, I imagine. Have you ever played that? It's pretty good.
No, I barely played any Bomberman game, like a significant amount. You know, just little bits and pieces of them. I never played them for. It's definitely like I know about so many of them, but I guess that's like a pretty big blind spot for me.
It's something that I've honestly been getting more and more into. Honestly, like just the single player modes. I've never really seen the appeal of multiplayer Bomberman. I mean, I've played it a little, but I don't know. Just doesn't do much for me. But like the single player modes, like they're pretty simple, but I've enjoyed them. I'm trying to see. Do you have to pee? I think Sadie has to pee. She probably doesn't. She just wants to play.
Yeah, just be me in the chat, just enjoying this high quality game. But I don't think I own any Bomberman games. Oh, here we go. I feel like it's proven its point. Yes, 100%. Oh, jeez. What is going on here? Jeez. This person's out of control. Turn into like a throwing star? Come on. Gee, and this is the second boss?
This is an Sandy, come here. You gonna eat the treat for the stream?
This boss is out of control. It's so fast and just like haphazard. I can't believe this is just the second boss.
I remember this being a jerk boss. I forget which game it's from though. I feel like this might have been from Bonk 3.
I've lost 4 lives on it already. What is, like... Jeez. What does that say?
No, it went way too fast. I was having a little trouble with some of the font.
So it's too bad. Zanen? That's what Kento Zero is saying. And then continue.
Well, it looks like the PS2 versions of all these Hudson selections are pretty pricey too.
Yeah.
Well, except for Lode Runner, that's not too bad.
Lode Runner, maybe Lode Runner is just one of those games that just they keep on like making new versions of, like porting it, and it has like this. Like it's a long like a trailblazing series that I don't think that anybody even likes, but they just keep on making it. Maybe I don't know. Like I don't know anybody who's like real passionate about Lode Runner.
Well, weren't you saying the same thing about Bonanza Brothers?
Yeah.
But then I think someone left a comment saying like, oh, I love Bonanza Brothers and Tantar and all those things.
But it's just one of those things, I guess.
There was a $5 super chat from John Demetro. Thank you. Saying, love you guys. Can you tell Joe from GameSack he's the greatest of all time?
Goat.
Joe from GameSack, if you're still here,
he's
the
goat
greatest of all time. I'm actually very surprised that in that moment I was able to recall what goat means. I'm not a, internet linguist.
Yeah. Even when I say, or even when I see like the goat, like I see the abbreviation, I can't not think of the goat skit from the Adam Sandler comedy album.
I always just think of Fallout 3 because that was like at the beginning of the game. I don't know, it might be in some other Fallout games, I'm not sure. But like you have to it's this like test that vault dwellers have to take when they reach a certain age. They take the goat.
The goat.
The goat. Like the SAT.
Ooh.
Ooh, a $10 super chat.
Oh, thank you.
Whoa, look at that face. That
I
face.
know.
$10 super chat from Bill Roski. Thank you. Roski? I don't know. Thank you. Saying, today's stream is hitting home. I was a programmer on the canceled Bonk Brink of Extinction.
Oh.
And programming lead on Bomberman Live Battlefest. Love the videos and watch often. Fellow Western New York native. Well,
oh, really?
You. I was not aware of Bonk Brink of Extinction. Was that like a revival in the vein?
Oh,
what
was that going to be on? Was that like? Is that on the?
It strikes me as like a 360 PS3 thing.
Yeah.
Like the Splatterhouse reboot. I think I'm unfamiliar with this. Let me.
Where in Western New York are you from?
Bonk Brink of Extinction. That's kind of a great title, honestly. I'm into that.
The music's kind of just kicking in this one.
How do you feel about the visuals? I feel like the way you move looks like
you move like real fast.
Yeah.
Oh, North Tonawanda. Nice.
Bonk Brink of Extinction. A canceled platform adventure game continuing the Bonk franchise. It's planned to be made available on WiiWare, PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, and Nintendo 3DS. Following the 2021 earthquake and tsunami, Hudson Soft announced the cancellation of the game. Man, that's a shame.
You know what I got? Is like I think it was like only available for a little while, and then they did a reprint. Is of that? And I think it was canceled because of like the because of that same reason of the earthquake. Is that Disaster Report 4?
Oh yeah.
Like I understand it's not supposed to be that good, but I think that NIS did like a small reprint of it, and then some of them showed up a while back, and it wasn't expensive. It was like $20 or something like that. And I was like, oh, it might be fun to stream sometime.
It looks like there's video online of this canceled Bonk game.
Oh yeah?
Looks like it was 2D. I do like the title Bonk Brink of Extinction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was honestly not aware of this until just now.
There's like no way to slow me down. Oh, here we go. Okay, the R trigger like changes my speed. That's why. I feel like an idiot.
Apparently 3DS is news to Bill here. You just knew about PS3, 360, and Wii. From North Tonawanda.
Tonawanda. Yeah.
I know there's a leaked PS3 version of Brink of Extinction out there from a dev kit that was purchased after Pi Studio went out of business. Interesting.
Oh, is that that cancels out bullets? I see.
Man, for some reason, like the de-interlacing cannot keep up with how this game does it.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
On the TV, it like doesn't look great either.
Huh? I wonder if it's doing something weird then.
I mean, I can force
like,
it even
the ring around your ship. Like something about the way it's done in this game, like it just can't keep up.
Oh, can I not use this on there? Oh.
I think the flicker is just
what is
fast.
What is
fast and too consistent. Too persistent.
Is it LR or is it right? Do you remember what the hotkey for GC video is on the? Is it LR X and Y?
Are you out playing from a Carby?
Oh, no, I'm doing component right now, but I guess I could do. I don't know
couldn't you just force 480p? And
that's what I was gonna do, but I have to like switch it so that I can see the like. I need to get into the menu, but it's probably only on. I can only see it on the HDMI. Whatever. I'm not gonna mess around with it right now.
Well, I feel like that bunking was really close to being done.
Oh, really? So it was like.
I guess there's a leaked PS3 version out there. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Very interesting.
I was thinking about, like when am I going to get around the like hacking one, like my PlayStation 2 Slim. It's.
What can you do with a hacked one?
Oh, the usual, but I think that this, like the middle Slim, you can be like thoroughly hacked, like permanently.
Like I don't really understand like how you can load. I mean, we were talking about this the other week. Like I don't actually know how you can load stuff onto a Slim. Like I guess over the Ethernet is the main way.
Right, but like for me, it's just like about like just ripping my own discs.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Did you play Japanese PS1 discs?
I have no idea. I do not know. It's always cool though when you see, like some people who worked on games, like either in the stream or in the comments. What was it that I streamed recently? Where it was somebody who, when I streamed Rocket Knight, there was like one of the developers like was in made it like commented like on the video like after the archive, and was like, oh, I worked on this. It like started out like on like lesser hardware, and then we like ported it, and we only had a certain amount of time to port it or something like that.
I think this is less appealing to me than
it sort of has a PS2 game, I think, or something. They said
just because like Adventure Island is like so bad looking, it's just funny.
Yeah,
Bonk is like at least trying to go for some aesthetic, and like
this is just like, well,
this is like whatever.
Yeah, there's this. It makes me wonder if like anybody who is fans of these, like if any of these games were like happy with the results, like if like a single person was happy and content with it.
I mean, it's funny because people are very, very vocal about how they feel about the visuals of Halo 1.
Oh yeah, I saw the. It's from a regular in the.
Pixel Phoenix,
yeah.
He left some information for me. I didn't know the thing about how like the about the hit detection.
Yeah, yeah. Is that changing how you're gonna play it, you think?
Well, so what we're gonna do, this is gonna be fun, I think, because you know what, like, so I was testing the game earlier, to make sure that I was doing like split screen, working correctly, and everything.
Yeah.
So Drum and I are gonna start it tomorrow on the Backloggery stream. We're gonna start Halo 1 on the Master Chief Collection, and he's making a Twitch alert that is going to be,
you switch back and forth.
Chat can tell us like to switch visual styles like anytime.
Oh, okay. But,
So,
but they can't like go back and
how
forth
it-
and do it, right? Like they can't do it like really quick, can they?
I don't know if it'll probably be a cooldown. I don't know exactly what it might be, but because you could do it by just saying the select button, like it's instant.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm playing it with my son actually, like lately.
I know, right? So are you playing with original graphics mode?
No, but you know what? Like I switch back and forth. And I say like, this is what it used to look like, and he's like, when I showed him that, he like only wanted to play with the original graphics. He like thought it looked better with the original.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, from the very little testing I did, it's like, I mean, it's a pretty stark difference. Like, there is a lot more geometry, and like certain aspects are just like more fully designed, I guess, in the new graphics.
Yeah, oh yeah,
but
of course.
There's definitely a big difference in lighting. Like all I've seen is like the ship so far. Like,
yeah,
there's definitely a lot more like dark corners and stuff like that
in the original.
Yeah, like everything is very evenly lit in the new version.
Right, and like the like almost all like the Covenant stuff is extremely purple. As he uses like purple like motifs for like everything, and that's not very apparent in the remake, like in the remake graphics.
Yeah, but I think like newcomers that like, or John has beaten it before, I think, but doesn't really remember much. But I think is relative newcomers to the game. Like I think it'll be just interesting to see our perspective, like on switching back and forth over the course of the game.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people will be offended that we wouldn't just stick with the original style. I think it'll be interesting to see, just look at it with fresh eyes, not no nostalgia goggles on here.
Right. It's going to be interesting, and it's a couple of things I think are important to realize with it is that it was developed, like made into like a first-person shooter, like fairly far into development. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be an RTS at one point.
Okay.
Because Bungie made this game called Myth that was kind of an RTS. I'm pretty sure that Halo was supposed to be, and then they changed it to an FPS at some point, like far into development.
I mean, I know people are very attached to, the art and aesthetic of Halo. They've played it so many times.
Yeah.
But like, you gotta think about like what it was like working on an Xbox launch game. I mean, these guys were just trying to get the thing done.
Well, yeah, that's important.
You might be overestimating like how much artistic intent there really was here.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they were just trying to get it out the door because they needed it for launch, and the fact that it turned out as good as it did is really incredible. And
it is.
And I'm personally really happy that you're playing in co-op, because I think that co-op is really what makes the original Halo games as good as they are.
It's weird though, because you're just another Master Chief and you're not even another color.
Yeah, but the thing is, the thing that makes it fun, at least for me, was the like the physics engine. It's just really fun to screw around with stuff with another person, and it just like the grenades. And I don't think that like further games in the series kind of had the same kind of grenade chain reaction. Like if an enemy drops grenades, and a grenade blows up by those grenades, like they all blow up and send like everybody flying, and it is really, really appealing at the time. I mean, it was appealing at the time. It still is, but I don't think that any following games really did it to that level.
Something I was a little concerned about, like, are cutscenes pretty normal on co-op? Because when I was testing earlier, and
No, there's only a cutscene at the beginning and end of each level usually. Sometimes there is one mid-level cutscene, like about halfway through the game.
There's like at the very beginning. Well, at the very beginning, you like go to the bridge and you like talk to the captain. But I was playing single player when I did that, and then I like restarted to make sure that there wasn't any weirdness with 2-player. And like when you start the game on single player, you're like going through this like calibration and setup stuff with these like tech guys. But like when you start a game with 2 players, like it's 2 Master Chiefs just like immediately jumping out of the pods. Like it completely skips all of the setup. It's just immediately like, oh no, they're here, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, and
so it concerned me that it skipped that part. Like,
it only skips that part. I'm pretty sure. The rest, like it shows the cutscenes, and there's only 1 Master Chief.
Okay.
And like, there's only cutscenes like at the beginning and end of the level. Everything else just kind of happens like via like in game, like it's just Cortana giving you like explaining it to you, like what's going on. But like that original trilogy is very, very good.
The original game did it when it launched on Xbox? They had co-op, like local co-op.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well, that was the reason I got an Xbox. It's like once I realized they had co-op, I was like, oh, that sounds really fun, and it was. I mean, that is the key. Like, in my opinion, that is like what makes Halo games, like all of them, so fun. And I think that is what Infinite was missing. And I was talking to John Lennon about this, about how I'm not even sure how they're going to be able to implement co-op into Halo Infinite, the way that it's open world. The way it is, I don't even know if they know how they're gonna do it, or how, like, what they're even trying to achieve by doing it.
Well, so in the Master Chief Collection, I noticed that Halo Reach is listed first. Is it like chronologically first or something like that?
Yeah. It takes place immediately up to and like immediately before, like the days before Halo 1.
Okay. You even play as Master Chief in it, though?
No, you play as other Spartans.
Okay, because I was going to say, because like Master Chief is in like cryo.
Right. So yeah, because like Halo Reach was based on, I think it was like the first book that came out, the expanded, like not expanded universe book, but just I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure it was the first one. It was like called Halo Fall of Reach, and then like they made the game on it. And it's a great game. It's really good, and I hope that you like them enough that you get through that.
I mean, I expect I will.
At the very least, it's well worth playing through.
Bungie game.
Yeah, well, yeah, and when you get to the third one, if you are guys going to still play co-op, then I'll play it with you, because like starting with 3, like they're all 4-player co-op.
Oh wow! Can you do 2 local and 1 online though?
I think so, yeah. I'm actually pretty sure that you can.
But so is Reach the only one that's out of chronological order? The rest are like totally in order.
Well, ODST takes place, like, I think it takes place during, like, in the gap between, like, 2 and 3. Or, like, while 3 is happening, or while 2 is happening, maybe?
And you would recommend playing them in a release order?
Yeah, because they just get better, and, like, you know, they get better as time goes. You know, like, it's... The first one has a lot of backtracking, but that's just, you know, like, you go through some previous level areas in reverse. But it you know, they always do enough to make it so that it doesn't feel too repetitive.
That kind of thing doesn't bother me usually.
Well, I'm definitely gonna tune into that stream and watch, because they're just really, really fun, and you know, I don't expect it to have the same kind of impact as they had at the time, but you know, like they are considered to be like great games.
Yeah. No, I mean they're games I should have played a long time ago, but you know,
I don't know what the general consensus is on like the 343 games. I'm pretty sure that 5 has a bad twist ending that they didn't know what to do with it. But I just haven't liked how any of the 343 developed games have
I feel like when, you know, as a person who did not have an Xbox 360, as a person who, you know, total Halo outside observer, I was under the impression that 4 was well received at the time of release, but I've never really heard anyone say much of anything about the 343 games with any like deep love.
Yeah.
Sense. You know,
I'm just gonna randomly pick something on here now. I'm not. Do you want me? Should I just play Lode Runner just to complete the?
Yeah, we gotta complete the set. See if you can force 480p. Like something about the way that the flashing graphics work in these games, like the de-interlacing just can't keep up with it. I mean, if you're flashing on and off every other frame, I mean that's just no de-interlacer can keep up with that.
Yeah. I will make sure that I make at least Lode Runner. I'll make that.
Make that one 480p.
Yeah.
I couldn't have even told you that was a Hudson game. I couldn't have told you that was a Japanese game, to tell you the truth. Like I would have assumed it was like an old Activision game or something.
Oh, I forgot about like the rail shooter parts in 4. Is that true? Like, I mean, I forgot about that.
No, we have not seen the new game set. I'll probably watch it one day this week. I guess it's every SG-1000 game. I have to imagine it's
90 games, I think.
Huh?
90 games, I think.
90 games for the SG-1000. Wow, that's actually quite surprising. Oh wow, look at this. You know what this looks like? This looks like Bomberman 64. It looks like it poured the Bomberman 64 engine to GameCube, basically.
Yeah.
You don't even know how to play? I don't.
No, it's like embarrassing that I don't know how to play. I guess I just get all the... gold.
Get all the gold, I guess.
Oh. I can't even make it past the first level on Lode Runner.
Why couldn't you get that gold under
I don't
the
know.
wall?
Wait. I was trying to drop them into the holes. Let's try this again.
Oh, the SG-1000 has Chinese and Taiwanese games? Wow, that's weird. So I guess the SG-1000 is like basically a ColecoVision.
I think so, yeah, because it's like the ColecoVision. It's like in the ColecoVision core on the Mister.
Yeah, you play SG. You don't play SG-1000 games in the Master System core. You like I would have expected. You play them in the ColecoVision core. You beat a level.
I did.
Wow, look at that background artwork on that total screen.
Yeah, what even is it?
Like the way that this like cut out, and then like the cutout looks sharper than the image itself. And like the drop shadow, like all of the elements look sharper than the actual
like
image.
a afternoon in Photoshop, not even like a morning. Like I did the background for that.
Morning, like that's like 3 minutes in Photoshop. And then you plop on the texture filter.
Yeah, it's like what is it, the cracklier filter. Everybody
like
who's
sandstone or something like that.
The what?
Is it like called sandstone?
Maybe it's like one of those. It's like
the texturizer.
Like, you know, when you're using Photoshop back in the day, it was just like this amazing. Just putting filters on something, like, oh, you can make it look so cool by doing this stuff. You know, it was so novel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's like, oh, it looks like a real canvas. It looks like it's painted on a canvas.
Yeah.
Drum was talking, you know, he used to play around with like Game Maker and maybe some other like game programming engines. And he was like, you know, I can really understand like the bloom thing. Because he's like, you know, like you're playing around Game Maker. He's like, man, if I just move this bloom slider, like the further I move it up, the better my game looks. Like, you know,
so it starts to make sense.
Temptation. I can see the temptation.
All right. Just a couple more levels, and we'll call it a week. And
a weekend.
What's going on here? I might not be doing anything though. Oh, I see. I bet. No, I can't. Oh, great. Oh, I can run over their heads.
Wow.
I see. I get it.
Ah. Look at you. Uh-oh.
Don't count me out. Stay away from me. I'm gonna do it. Why am I not getting that?
No, do you have to like stand on top of an enemy?
I don't know. That's not what I want to do.
Replicant says this is nothing like real Lode.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I think before I saw Blade Runner, I sometimes had Lode Runner and Blade Runner confused.
You thought that maybe this was
This was the game based on Blade Runner. I don't know. I don't know what I thought, but I'm pretty sure at some point I
how
had.
do I get that? Look at how they spin when they fall.
Can you make blocks fall? Yes. Not? Oh.
This is like
Interesting how it looks like a bombless Bomberman. Yeah, I mean,
it's very difficult to
really
tell what's
looks like
going on.
Bomberman 64 without bomb.
Yeah, let me.
At much more constrained levels.
Maybe I need to. Okay, there we go. I felt like I was.
Oh, you should play Bomberman Act 0.
I don't have that though.
Oh, you had that.
No.
I thought you had that. You know, I was really close, like, back when Second and Charles opened, the one near my house.
Yeah.
Like, the first time I went there, they had Bomberman Act 0, and I was, like, so close to buying it. Like $5.
Looks like you have to collide with the center of the gold piles.
Bomberman 64 is way better. Bomberman 64 is good.
Not as good as this. He never destroys the ones that I want him to. Stupid. He's always.
Does that have to be in front of him?
Maybe that's what I gotta do. Maybe it's A's. No? He'll always destroy that one. Even if I turn my back to it. Maybe
Like,
I need to do
He's
this.
sick to, like, make him destroy in a certain direction or something.
I don't get it. And I'm touching it. Just.
Like, it seems
I think this
unbeatable.
might be the worst game out of all these.
Oh, of course it is.
You dig behind you. Not always, though. See, watch. He won't dig behind him. I can't right here. Why can't I not dig there? Dug in front of me right there. Like, I tried to... Not always. I mean, it doesn't... The dreaded stage 3.
Yep. Like, the hit detection on these gold things is weird.
Yeah. And you can only go like that. I can move it completely sideways.
Ew.
See, he's digging in front of himself. I don't know what happened there because. Well.
Or we found the Lode Runner kill screen.
Is there an easy mode?
Well, that's a good one.
Oh, look at just in case. You know, here's your key config. You can turn. It either reverses your L and R buttons. Oh, look at backgrounds. Why is it? Oh, you can turn the background off.
No, so it's just a black void.
Yeah, there's that image though in the background again. You notice it there. They're real proud of it. Like, let's just go with it. Just put it in the background of every screen we don't currently have a background on.
Do you think they use the magnetic lasso or just the eraser tool?
I don't even think that. Well, no, I think
the magnetic lasso.
they probably just used like the pen, the pen, and just like made a.
Yeah, they probably just drew around it with the eraser tool.
Although, I mean, it does look like it could have been the lasso.
It's it's got a lot of weird jaggies.
Yeah. I mean, I think that what they did is that they printed it off and then actually cut it out and then rescanned it in. And then removed the background, put it over like a bright green piece of paper and just heat it out. That's probably way too much work.
What games do we have doubles of besides digital? I've got 2 copies of Mario 3 on NES.
Ah.
I've got...
I got 2 copies of Madden 92.
I've got two copies of Time Splitters Future Perfect on the Xbox.
But yeah.
I'm going to give you one of them. I mean, do doubles count if they're for like different platforms? Because I've got like Time Splitters 1, 2, and 3. Or I've got Time Splitters 2 for GameCube, Xbox, and PS2, and I've got Time Splitters Future Perfect for PS2 and Xbox. I own several things for whatever reason on multiple platforms like that.
I mean, I have some doubles that I just like haven't.
I've got a double Zelda 2. I've got 2 Zelda 2s.
I guess I have 2 Metroids because it has like the 2 different covers.
Yeah, I have both Metroid variants on NES. Yep.
I have many copies of Night Trap, the PS4 version of Night Trap. I guess
Dragon Warrior has like the color of the top label like changes so wildly between copies. Like some it's really yellow and some it's more of like a brownish gold. Like it varies hugely.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean,
there might be some things where like we might have like the complete edition of like a more modern game.
Yeah.
And the original version.
But I mean, like I just have Night Trap because it's like they gave us like all the different cover variants. Although we do not have, neither of us have like the 32X version cover variant.
I have like this box of like junk Famicom games, and there's probably some doubles in it.
Yeah.
But I don't consider those part of my collection. Let's see what else. I mean, I've got Super Mario All-Stars and Super Mario All-Stars Plus World. I've got my original Super Mario World that I fried. I mean, technically I have it, like the PCB exists.
Jeremy Riedel, like you sent us the email about the Barry Barry Leitch, and I mean, like in terms of like documentaries right now, we just want to get the ones that we already have.
I'm not looking to add any documentaries to our plate. Like I'm pretty burnt out on documentaries right now.
Yeah, I mean we have like all this stuff shot that we just like haven't done anything with. Like when, you know, like it just we just can't justify it right now.
Analog Frontiers finished. We need to get the magazine stuff finished.
Yeah.
And then we'll think about doing more documentaries. I mean, I'm sure we'll definitely do more, but like I'm ready to be done with it for a little while. And it's definitely going to not be like Tom Du Bois was just a great project. That was just really fun to do.
Mm-hmm. And going into that, like you literally had like everything that you needed.
Yeah. Like I definitely want to do.
I mean, I have like everything we would need for EGM, and I'm doing EGM like as soon as you know, I'll probably work on that. Like
You're going to do your tour video.
Yeah, after
Mr.
Mr. Yeah, and then then yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to go back to Japan someday and do like, you know, some other Japanese interview someday.
Yeah.
That'd be great. You know, definitely opportunities I would not say no to, but we gotta get our documentary backlog done.
Yeah, I mean, this stuff that's like, I mean, like some of the stuff that we had was already like, it's just like not something we can even justify doing anymore with it.
On the title screen, it says Lode Runner is a trademark of Douglas E. Smith.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if that's the original creator.
Maybe it isn't. I always kind of thought it was an American game. That's why I thought it was weird that.
In terms of CRT calibration episode, I think that you would get probably a lot more out of just going to like Retrotext channel, who has like a lot of like calibration for like specific monitors and stuff like that. So it's probably much more worth it to just like watch those than what we would be able to do at this point. And I always think about like that calibration, like just mentioning that. I wish that like I didn't mention it. I think at a point like I probably have portions of a script like kind of outlined. But
wait, for what, CRT geometry?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I had a bunch of stuff about.
Once we're freed up from Analog Frontiers, I think that could definitely happen because, you know, I want to visit Steve sometime this year, get my 20L5 taken care of, and you know, we can shoot some more footage. We already have the footage that we shot, you know, 2 years ago, or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But this, I think, is going to do it. I hope everybody has a great week ahead of them.
Yep. Let's get a lot of stuff done.
Let's get a lot of stuff done. Thank you to everybody who donated tonight. It was very generous. Thank you. And everyone who hung out for the long haul tonight. It was fun.
Yep.
And everyone, have a good week.
See ya.
See you later.